In my old home, some strange things happened. Once, I faked feeling sick to skip school, so it was just me and my mom in the house. My mom worked on her computer, helping people quit bad habits. Her room was kind of close to mine. I woke up around 9 in the morning with this weird feeling that someone was watching me. I thought it might be my mom checking on me, but then I heard her talking in her room. I quickly uncovered my head, expecting to see her, but there was no one. I was pretty sure someone else was in my room, but I felt brave. So I sat up until the strange feeling went away. As soon as I stood up, I heard breathing. At first, I thought it was just the bed creaking or my foot against the floor, but it kept going. Then it hit me, that unmistakable sound of someone breathing. I felt okay thinking it was just my mom in the next room, breathing loudly. However, when I heard her talking to a client on her work computer, the breathing overlapped, and it sounded super close. I spent the next 5 minutes looking around the room, then sat back down on my bed. Strangely, the breathing got louder, coming from under my bed. I cautiously lifted the mattress, and the breathing slowed down, as if trying to be quieter. But there was nothing there. No one. Yet, as I got closer, the sound was even louder. I decided to investigate a bit more. I peeked under the bed and checked every corner of the room, but there was no sign of anyone or anything that could explain the mysterious breathing. I couldn't shake off the feeling that something odd had happened, but I chose to ignore it and went downstairs to escape the weird atmosphere. I settled in the living room, turned on the TV, and tried to distract myself with some goofy cartoons. Despite the unease, I never told my mom about the strange encounter. The day went on, and as time passed, the bizarre incident faded from my memory. Days turned into weeks, and I never heard the mysterious breathing again. Life went back to its usual routine, filled with school, homework, and mom's work-from-home days. The strange occurrence became a distant memory, tucked away in the corners of my mind. And so, the mystery of the phantom breathing remained unsolved, a curious tale from my old house that added a touch of intrigue to my childhood memories. Once upon a time, I found myself as a rookie at a local store. Maybe not the most exciting gig, but a bit of a backstory never hurt anyone, right? So, let me take you back to a chilly morning in November, where my workday began at the not-so-early hour of 6 a.m. As I pedaled my way to work on my bike, the world was still draped in darkness. Things were pretty routine until I made a simple right turn. Suddenly, a scream sliced through the quiet air. It was weird, kind of like a human shout, but with a touch of something else. It wasn't the usual cat drama. Having lived with cats, I knew their squabble soundtrack. But this was different. A strange mix of human and something not quite right. A shiver raced down my spine, urging me to pedal faster, desperate to leave whatever was causing that eerie noise behind. The next part of my journey went by without much fuss. Then came the bridge. To get to my workplace, I had to go under this massive bridge. Nothing out of the ordinary, and I didn't think much of it. But right after passing the bridge, I heard that odd scream again, this time right behind me. It felt like a chill running down my back, and I sped away. Glancing back, I caught sight of a weird shadow, almost like a human but not quite. Hard to put into words. The strange scream happened a couple more times until I put some serious distance between us. After that, the creepy cries just stopped. Never heard them again. But even now, the memory gives me the shivers, especially on my way to work. The route is almost the same, with just a few little twists. When I was a kid, like around 7 to 10 years old, my family and I lived in this really old house in Greenfield. It was kind of strange from the beginning, you know? There was this weird feeling of unease, like someone was always watching us. The weirdest part was this tiny closet under the stairs leading to the basement, where me and my twin sisters, who were 4 at the time, slept. We never dared to go in there because it was just too creepy. At first, there were small things happening, like lights turning on when we thought we turned them off, and doors doing the same thing. But then, things got really messed up. Most nights, when I tried to sleep, I felt like someone was watching me in the dark, and some nights I couldn't even move. When I was around 8, there was this one night I couldn't sleep at all. So, I tried to sleep in my mom's bed. I was lying there until about 2 in the morning, feeling like someone was watching me, and then my mom's music box started playing. I was seriously scared out of my mind. When I tried to wake my mom up, it stopped. I didn't sleep for the rest of the night. After that, my sisters and I got so scared that we stopped sleeping in our room. We started sleeping on the upstairs couch. Eventually, my mom had to sell the house because we couldn't afford it anymore. On the last night, my sister and I decided to check out the creepy closet. As we went around the corner, the door slammed shut. We screamed and ran out, but when we told our family, they didn't believe us. Years later, I found out that the old man who built and lived in the house died there. Pretty creepy, right?